Hi guys, it's me Jennifer, and today I want to share with you I have to get out the door in just 10 minutes, so just get some makeup on and go look. It's really probably going to take me a little bit more than 10 minutes because I'm talking, but I'm just going to show you the quick look that when I have to be somewhere and I don't have a lot of time to really spend on my makeup, the look that I would use. Okay, so I've already prepped my skin, and it is all ready for the next step, which is the foundation. And for me, I use Scarlett because I am very pale, and so I start with the Scarlett concealer and I put just a little bit right there on my hand. I use my hand as the canvas. Okay, and then I use the Liquid Touch foundation. Shake it up really good. And I mix these together. I take just a few drops and I mix them together. Now, most people don't have to do that, but I need my foundation to be extra coverage, and this helps me to get the best coverage I find. So usually people will just take this, they'll start with this and put on light coats until they get what they need. But I have what's called melasma, and it's all over. So spot stuff, like just spot cleaning is not going to work. I need something that is going to cover my whole face. And melasma is just a hormonal thing that happens to women, that causes like patchy brown spots to show up, and that's no fun. It's typically called the mask of pregnancy. I don't remember getting this. I don't know. Maybe it just came on slowly. I don't know. But definitely within the last 5 years, I have noticed it come out more and more. And my youngest is 6. So I think that mine really hit after. And there are, I think, skin lighteners that you can use. But the thing is every time you go back out in the sun, that's what sort of, sets this off. Okay, so I just took what I call my little paintbrush, and, I stirred it together and I just put it all over my face. Now I'm going to use this brush right here. It's just kind of fluffy and it's a little bit stiff, and I'm just going to, I'm kind of bouncing it and dragging it just a little bit around my face to get the coverage. Alright, and then I'll just grab some more and take it on these denser spots. And I mean, you can see already like how much my skin has evened out. and covered up those spots. Okay, so that's my foundation. The next thing that I am going to do, and this foundation, it goes on as a liquid and then it dries to a powder finish. And so that's why it's like one of our favorites, is because most people like that matte look of your makeup. You don't like the shiny, dewy kind of look. But I mean, we do have products if you do like that look. It's just most people tend to go for the matte look. And this will give it to you, even though it's a liquid. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is put on my bronzer, just right here. I love my bronzer. This is Hermosa, so it's like the middle color. And so this is one of my musts. I don't care if I'm got no time, you know, I'm putting this on. So I have my brush that is kind of angled and fluffy, and I just dab it in there a little bit, and then I'm going to bring it just in my typical spots. Now I'm not going to take a lot of time to go over it, but I know my spots. I have other videos that have just focused on this, so not going over it today, but the point of it is to kind of give some definition back to my face, adding a bit of a shadow appearance. Okay, so I've done that. Now then I'm going to move on to my blush. Here's the one. This is called Supported. I don't think this one is available. This was in a special kudos that was going to the Unique Foundation that helps to support women who have been sexually assaulted or abused. And I was so glad to get one of the sets. Let me just show you. It came in this beautiful box that's called a Kintsugi. It's a representation of Kintsugi. And that is something that they do at that retreat, that is part of the healing process. Is they take like a bowl, a ceramic bowl, and they break it into a bunch of pieces, and then they take a gold mixture to glue it all back together. And you know, you have to be patient, you know, and holding it, you know, and carefully piecing it back together. Then, you know, once it's dry, you have this whole new bowl that is, you know, more valuable because it has the gold in it, and more beautiful because of the mosaic look and the gold, you know, popping out, than what you started with. And so, I mean, you know, just the representation of that is just so beautiful. And I was so glad to get that kit. That kit sold out in less than a week. I mean, it was amazing. Alright, so I'm going back with my first brush that I used for my foundation. I didn't add any extra product to it. I'm just using this to blend all of that in. Yeah, when I learned about that Kintsugi, I wanted to go like break everything and get this stuff to put it back together, because it's just, I mean, it is such a beautiful representation of what happens, you know, after you've experienced something like that, and trying to rebuild yourself after that. My light keeps getting weird. Oh, that didn't help. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is my brows. Yes, I am not going to leave without my brows, but I'm just going to use palette 4, and I'm going to use this color right here called Brave, and I use my liner brush, which a liner brush looks angled, straight, stiff, and I'm not going to go into full detail either. I'm just doing. This color is a little bit lighter than what is in my brow palette, and that makes it a little bit more forgiving if I make, you know, a mistake from rushing. Yeah, this is the part that like drives my family crazy. When we're trying to get out the door and they're like, "Oh, I just don't." No, I have to. Look. Look. I'm a whole different person. So, I have to have the brows. Okay. The brows help to really define the face and give it, you know, structure and balance. And I was not blessed with brow. So I have to improvise. And I know some of you ladies like have to go and get regular waxings done, and I am so sorry for the people who have to go through that. That sounds horrible. But you have real beautiful lashes. I mean, not, I said lashes, eyebrows. And you don't have to try to fake it. So, okay. And of course, as people age, their eyebrows get thinner as well. So this is just a tip for maybe some of the older ladies, that, you know, you don't want to just completely ignore the brow area. You don't want to go, got like one of my hairs is stuck somewhere on my face, but you don't want to go like super heavy, because that wouldn't look, it would look unnatural. But you want to have something there, some sort of definition. So I mean, just a light, you know, color that, you know, is probably like a light blonde, just depending on what color your hair is. But I would go with the lighter tones. All right, so I am just going to brush this color right here. It's called Tender, onto my lid. This will give a little bit of a highlight to that brow bone. Alright. Okay. And then I'm going to use this this very pretty color right here in the middle called Secretive. I'm going to use my crease brush. Now, if I'm in a really big hurry, I'm not doing this, okay? This is like kind of a hurry, but you know, I can do a little bit. But I'm just going to do 2 colors here just to add the definition, like I said. I mean, because it really does make a difference. When I get this done, I'll show you. Okay, I'm going to blend it still, but look at the difference between this and this. I mean, just adding that little bit of shading in there, just, I mean, it gave my eye definition. It gave, you know, just something there. And so we blend because we don't want any harsh lines. But still, you see the shading is still there. And now it just kind of goes in a natural kind of look. So, I mean, that's a huge difference. This eye looks like, I don't know, it looks way different. That's all I know what to say. That's not really a good explanation. Okay, where did my crease brush go? I just had it. There it is. It's right in front of me. Okay, so again, my crease brush, just rolling it in that one color, the Secretive, and now I'm going to bring it and just do my crease over here. And I do eye tutorials where you will see how to do the crease. And some of it, you know, it depends on the shape of your eye, of course. Okay. So, I have that. Moving on to the lips. I'm going to use a lip stain. This is my favorite lip stain. It's called Shy. And it adds just a little bit of color. And if you're in a big hurry, you can put this on, maybe put some lip balm on top of it or a lip gloss, and you are done. Here's the only thing that I want to say about this, and I will say it every time I ever use this in front of you, is that if you have really dry lips, you do not want to use this. You want to get your lips in good condition before you put this on, because it will stick to all of those dry places and it will not look, you know, very pretty at all. So that's the only drawback to that, is that if you do have, you know, a tendency to get chapped lips, then I mean it will show, it won't. So, but if you use like the lip exfoliator on a regular basis, then you shouldn't have any problems using that, because I typically am the person who has the extremely dry lips, and the lip exfoliator has helped change that a lot. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my eyeliner. I forgot all about that. It's just black. Just running it right next to the lashes, letting it be darker on the outer parts. Okay, just helps bring the eyes out more. And I'm gonna do my cleanup is what I call it. I take just a little bit of the concealer, tiny little bit, and put it on the back of my hand, and then I take my little paintbrush and I take it like this, make kind of a triangle under that eye. Do the same thing here. And then I look for any spot that might need some extra coverage. Okay. Okay. And I use a brush that looks like this, and you know, it kind of angles to the center, and I bring it just kind of right into here, and I sort of drag it down and over and patting it in. But I want to get right up against my lash, that bottom lash line, and then right here I want to go straight. So if I got any out of that line, it covers it up, helps to brighten this area. And then on these other places, I just kind of dab it just to kind of blend it in. Okay, come back over here, do the same thing. straight up. Okay. Okay, did I get it all? All right, so I'm going to use just a little bit of the liquid lipstick here. What color is this? Upside down. Secure. This is actually one of the colors that came in that kit that I showed you earlier as well. So, I just outline my lips. And then I fill it in. This is like a rose gold color. It's really pretty. It's kind of metallic. All right, and so then we use the Epic One Step Mascara. And, you know, we have the 3D Fiber Lashes that, it's the 2 bottles. It makes your lashes amazing. But this is great for every day, for just running out to do errands, or even just staying inside and doing your makeup just for you. So, it helps to give them volume and length, and it also curls. So that's pretty neat. It says it is not waterproof, but I will tell you, I have cried wearing these a lot, and it stays placed pretty good. I mean, you're not going to go swimming in this, but it does stay in place pretty good. Doesn't seem to like run and make you look ridiculous. Okay, I do 2 coats. You don't have to. But I do. Part of it's probably because I'm used to wearing the 3D fiber, and I like the mean, you can see, you get good length off of this. Just doesn't compare to the 3D. But you don't have to deal with the fibers, and sometimes those fibers do come out thick on the applicator, and if you're not careful, they will fall off and they will get into your eyes and it won't feel very good. So that is the one very, very good thing about the Epic, is not having to deal with that. But like I said, the 3D fiber really does make your lashes crazy. So this video is 30 minutes and it was a 10-minute look. So anyways, like I said, I was talking. Usually when I'm in a hurry, I'm not talking to anybody and it goes a lot faster. It may not be 10 minutes, it may be 15. And I did do probably a couple of things, like I said, to shorten it up. I would not have put any of the eyeshadow on, although you can see that, I mean, even just a tiny bit of eyeshadow makes a pretty big difference. And what else? My lips, I would have probably lip stain and a lip balm and go. And then, like with my lashes, I would have just done one quick coat, and I probably wouldn't have done the eyeliner either. So, you know, there are things that I'm willing to, you know, cut back. And I wouldn't have put like all of that. I wouldn't have done the cleanup, that extra. Those are things that I would have cut back if I was really in a hurry, but I'm not really in a hurry, so I just did it. So anyways, I hope you learned something, and if you have any questions, just let me know, and I will be glad to answer them. Alright, you guys have a great day. Bye.